Hey, what's up? Brian here with the Holy Roller, playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. And today I'm going to give you a tour of this casino on the Star of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. Brand new ship, largest in the world. What about the casino? Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, I'm gonna start at one side of the casino and then I'm gonna go all the way to the other side. This is where the music hall is. The music hall is right there, and outside the music hall goes straight into the casino. I'm gonna show you all of the different games, okay? And we'll talk about a couple things. We'll talk about slots, how to get a free cruise. We'll talk about table games, how to get a free cruise. This is the only one, by the way, Texas Hold'em. I think this one is like $150, sit and go, 10% rake, and you do not get points for a free cruise. So this is the only game in the entire casino that will not get you a free cruise. This and that quarter machine, you know? So let's take a look at some of these, and you might say, what about slots? How can I get a free cruise on slots? In my opinion, getting a free cruise on slots is the most expensive way to get a free cruise, because it is $5 gets you 1 point. Every $5 through the machine gets you 1 point. So in order to get 1,500 points, you would need to put through $7,500 through the machine. Now you might say, I don't need $7,500, because the machines pay back a little bit. And being that the machines pay back a little bit, the payback, you know, when you don't lose every single spin, so you wouldn't have to put $7,500 through. But what I mean is, you don't need $7,500. $7,500 has to go through for 1,500 points. Don't get me wrong, but because of the payback, here's the casino bar, by the way. Oh, I missed those machines, and then I'm gonna show you this. Because it pays back, it averages out to be about $1 per point. So what that means is $1 per point means $1,500 is pretty close to getting you 1,500 points. Now, if 1,500 points is a free cruise and $1,500 is all you need, then you could get a free cruise for $1,500, which is like a discount, you know? And so that's the way I think about it. But it is still the most expensive way. And I'm just showing you all the machines, by the way, showing you all the machines. It is the most expensive way to get a free cruise is through slots. But everybody plays for the jackpot. They play for the hand pay. They pay for the grand, right? They want that, you know? And it happens, don't get me wrong, it happens. And when that happens, that's great, because you can actually pay full price for the cruise. Who cares? But what about tables? How does it work on tables? Here's a blackjack. All the blackjack, by the way, pays 6 to 5 on Royal Caribbean ships nowadays, and a lot of casinos as well. There is a bonus here, I'll show you. And the way it works at tables is average bet by the hour is how many points you get. For instance, if I play $15 for 1 hour here, it's gonna be around 15 points per hour. That's a lot of hours, you know, only 100 hours to get 1,500 points. And you have to bet over and over at blackjack, at all these other games. On craps, I'm gonna tell you why craps is the best in just a minute, but every other game in the casino, you have to bet once for one result, whether it's on the slot machines or on these tables here. Same payouts, by the way, $100 minimum blackjack. So if you did that for an hour, you would have 100 points in an hour. But you'd have to bet 100 every single hand, you know, every single result. You bet once, you get one result. Same thing with all the slot machines too. You bet once, you get one result. All right, so it looks like this is the one pit here, and then there is the bar, and then there's another pit there, and then another pit on the other side. So this is actually the non-smoking section, and right on the other side of that other wall is the smoking section. So I'm gonna show you the rest of these, and then one of the things we're gonna do, this is probably where they have the slot tournament. You pay like $25 or $30 to enter, and then the winner wins $500. It's like you just pressing the button and hitting the screen and stuff like that. Let's look at the cashier over here. And then we'll also look at these slot machines as well. So we got the crazy chickens here, by the way. And then, so this is a newer ship, and it has some of the newer slot machines, just so you know. This is huffing more puff. Not, you saw even more puff over there. This is puff. This is like I think the second one or something. Oh wait, I already showed you those. All right, so there's the cashier. And that's another way to know what side is smoking and non-smoking, is wherever the cashier is the non-smoking side, usually, always, on every ship. All right, so I'm gonna go through this. We're gonna stop at the casino host desk, because you're gonna need to know that. And again, I'm just showing you all of the slots. And you might say, Brian, you talk so much. Well, thank you. But the reason why I'm talking a lot is because, oh, these ones. This is like a high limit room, but it's not really a high limit room. I'll just tell you that. But first, let's stop here. So why am I talking so much? There is music in the background, and I don't want it to demonetize my channel, so I'm trying to talk over the music. Okay, so hours of operation. One thing to know is that the casino is not open the entire time when you're on a ship. So know what the hours that it is open, so that you can be here and plan it out. Plan the shows, plan your excursions, plan your casino time. That's what I like to say. And here is the free cruise, the points that I was talking about. So as little as 800 points, 600 points. The booking bonus over here gets you free play, but also gets you a free cruise for 1 or 2. And but I think you need to get at least 3,000 to get a cruise for 2, maybe 2,000 you could get a cruise for 2, but most of the time it's a cruise for 1. So watch my other videos. I have videos that specifically talk about that. And but also make sure to talk to the casino host. Make sure the casino host knows you and you know them. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's go over to the Baccarat, the high limit room. So Baccarat is $300 and maximum of 5,000. So that's pretty good. But if you're doing, and same thing right here, 300 and 5,000 maximum for blackjack. But if you're doing Baccarat and you're doing, you know, your martingale system or ladder up, ladder down, 5,000 at 300, the spread is not good, I don't think. All right, 00 roulette, $5 minimum. See, like I said, $5 minimum. This isn't a high limit room, you know, but it does have some slots here. And these ones, $1 machines, and they're probably, looks like 9 lines. It'll be $9, $10 bets, I guess. All right, let's get out of here. We probably won't be playing in here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you the slot machines right over there. Then I'm gonna show you these tables, and I'll end with craps, talk a little bit about craps, and then I'll show you the other side of the casino, the smoking side, for some more machines, okay? So here is the, what is this one called? I don't know what it's called, but you see it. Here's the Magnificent Phoenix. I don't want to have to try to name all these games. If you see it, you know it, right? If you know it, you see it. Dynamite Dash. All right, here's blackjack at 15 and 500. Okay, same bonus. All the roulettes, I just know this for a fact that they're all 00, by the way. $2 minimum instead of $5 minimum in the high limit room, I guess you could say. So, but even chances $20. Oh my goodness, that means you have to have $20 on the outside here. Wow. Yeah, and dozens is $20 as well. Yikes. Wow, expensive. This should be high limit too. What the? All right, here we go. Here's a, and you'll notice the auto shufflers here, and there's another one over there at that blackjack, and this one is there's 2 of these. Oh, there's 3-card poker over there. So this one is Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and then you have blackjack here, 50 and 1,000. So wow, that's crazy. All right, let me show you this one, and then we'll get back over here, and I'll explain why this is the absolute best way to get a free cruise on while you play craps on a cruise. To get a free cruise, that's what this channel is all about anyway. But I did want to show you all the rest, just so that you can't say that all I care about is craps. Well, you know, maybe. All right. Man, we got a lot to see over there, but let's talk about, you know what? They do have a craps table over there. How about I go through and I'll show you all of that over there, and then we'll end at the craps table that's over there. It is $10 minimum, by the way, and 3, 4, 5 times odds, $500 max, 600 max on the 6 and 8, by the way. All right, let's go over here. I'm gonna show you the slot machines, the next pit, and then we'll end at the craps table, and I'll explain why craps is the best way to get a free cruise when you're playing craps on a cruise, you know? All right, so I'm hoping that you're looking for everybody that wants to look out and see if their favorite slot is here. I'm showing you. So for those that want to just know about craps, you can forward until you get to that part if you want, but but you should be watching this in fast motion anyway, you know, give it a little speed bump. All right, here's a little pit here. There's another pit on the other side. So here's Texas Hold'em. Again, 00. Same thing, $20. What the heck? Wow. Another roulette right over here. $20 on the outside is, wow. I'm sure people are just playing on the inside. Of course, that's the quickest way to lose your money, is not to be able to play the outside to pay for the inside. If you know what I'm saying, it's all about hedging. We'll talk more about that in a second. But yeah, 25 blackjack, 3-card poker, ultimate Texas Hold'em. That's what you're gonna see in all of these. Let's look at these machines, then we'll look at these over here, and then we'll get over to the other pit. All right. So, I guess if you're watching this fast forward, I am kind of moving fast. So remember these ones? It's $5 for every 1 point. On these, the video poker and blackjack and all that kind of stuff, $10 is 1 point. Okay, but there is, I think this has more of a chance, a better payback than this. Don't quote me, not financial advice. You know, talk to your professional. Talk to your financial professional, not me. So, all right, so here we go. I'm showing you all these machines, okay? So you might have to. Okay, so Amber was walking around. She said, Brian, it's here. 2 of the 5 games. There's 5 new games in 2025. And as far as I know, this cruise ship has 2 of the 5 that have good line pays, good payouts. I don't know which ones they are though. Amber's gonna have to tell me. I'll have her tell me. I think I showed you this one already. So I'll have Amber come over and tell me which ones are the big ones, the good ones, the ones that you want, you know? So Puff and even more Puff. So and then there's a new one that just came out. I only know of it in Vegas, but it's Huff, and I forget what it's called, but it's the 4th version of this game. Hey Amber, what are those games you said? There's top 2, or there's 2 of the top 5 in 2025.
It's from Cowboy Slots.
Okay, well that's what Cowboy Slots says, but Amber's saying it too because she believes him. But what is it? What is it, Amber?
It's
this one? Okay, so this one is one of the top line pays and bonuses, right?
Yeah.
What's the other one? I'm gonna show them over here, and then I'll find you. All right, so there's this here. Happy and prosperous. This one you could buy the bonus. Just buy the bonus and see what happens. Not that I've done it, but I have. Here's the other pit over here, and then this is the other one.
Yes, Pickles, Bubba, and Biscuit.
Okay, so that's the other one.
So the one that changed on this one is it doesn't do the free games. The bank used to be free games. It gives you different ways to get into the bonus.
Okay, cool.
And
You're gonna have to do
size.
that on your channel. You do that video on your channel. All right, so because we're just looking around, we're almost done. Thanks for showing me, Amber. We're almost done with our tour here, and we're gonna end with the craps table right over there, by the way. All right, I think you've seen all. There is Wheel of Fortune, by the way. I think you've seen all Oh wow, there's a baccarat out here. $100 and 2,000. Wow. All right. Double zero, $20. What the? Okay. Anyway, all right. There is Ultimate Texas Hold'em over there, blackjack, and here it is. Let's talk about why craps is the absolute best way to earn a free cruise if you're gonna play in the casino. So I think I told you before, if you heard, every other game in this entire casino, you have to bet once for one result. Press the button once for one result. Bet blackjack for one hand and see what you get. But on craps, you could bet. You could put your money out there and it can stay there for multiple results, okay? Now, it is $10 minimum, and if you bet all the numbers, it's gonna cost you $64. If you bet the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10, that'll cost $64 because the 6 and 8 are $12 each, not $10 each, okay? Basically, the 6 and 8 have to be in multiples of 6, okay? So 10, 18, 24, 30. I don't wanna lose you, but I do wanna tell you that you could put that money out there and people can roll the dice, and they can roll until a 7 rolls. If the 7 rolls, you lose all your money. But the point of what I'm saying is there's multiple results, multiple rolls. Now, the average roll is probably 5 to 8 rolls, okay? But it doesn't mean that you have to have your money at risk all the time. You could take your money down, you could turn the money off where it's not bet, you turn your bets off, and so if the 7 comes, you don't lose your money. Now, if you do that, you're not getting rated. So anyway, but if you put $110 on the 5, 6, 8, and 9, so 25, 30, 30, and 25, that's $110, okay? Each one of those pays $35. If you hit those 3 or 4 times, you'll be playing for free. Now, you don't have to play, let them hit 3 or 4 times. You could just have them hit and then take it down, or have them hit and then go down to $10, and then another one hits and go down to $10, and you could do what's called regress. And if you did $110 for 1 hour, you would have 100 points in that hour. Now, I've seen people roll for a half hour, even an hour before, and I only had to bet 1 time, and all my money just stayed there for over an hour. So when you actually use the casino money to press your bets and make your bets higher, the thing that happens is you get rated higher, but you're using the casino money to rate higher, so you can do what's called press your bets, make your bets higher, and you get more points per hour. I've gotten over 200 points per hour before, and I only bring $1,000. Like I told you, I think I told you, I don't know. If I didn't tell you, I only bring $1,000 here, and I bring $1,000 for the entire cruise, and then I earn a free cruise, okay? This cruise that we're on would have been $3,000 per person. I got it for $156 per person. So for about $300, my wife and I are on this 7-night cruise on the Star of the Seas. We're going to the Eastern Caribbean, and it costs us $300. I mean, where else can you spend $300 for a week on the ocean and in a nice cruise, and all the food's included and everything's included? Sorry, this was a tour of the casino. I hope you enjoyed it, and watch more videos. Subscribe to the channel because it is all about playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, because craps is the best way to earn a free cruise. And until next time, I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.